Recently did this gorgeous smoky eye with fresh skin. It was super easy. Let's recreate it. I started the eye with a little bit of contour. I'm using Say Beauty Dew Bronze, but it has a really nice kind of neutral undertone. Sweep this through the eyelid. A lot of my eye looks, I always start with this step. I just like when your eye feels contoured to match the inner portion of your face as well as the outer portion. Typically I use a more hard cream formula. This does have a gel finish, so I am gonna set it. Definitely set your lids if you have oily eyelids. Used a little bit of Rhode Sprinkle. Give Sunkissed a peachy, glowy skin to the look. Next, using the Jamie Thieve by Jamie Genevieve eye wand in the shade Raven. I like starting smoky eyes from the inner and then expanding it, so I'm actually gonna tight line upper and lower, and it's okay if this goes onto the skin. You actually want that. Contacts, and I just feel like that won't work for me. Great. Take a small brush, blend and stretch any of the product that escaped onto the skin. Comes to the outer corner, I'm just gonna V it a little bit. Wait, I'm gonna leave it on the other eye looking crazy because I feel like these probably have a dry down. Pulling the lash line. And I'm gonna take whatever's on here and just start to blend it upwards. Always start in the waterline because never know, you could get a full look, just the tight lining product. Go over it with the new Sun Glazer from Kosas. I actually haven't used this before. The detailer portions like the inner corner. I want this to be full around the eye. Eye boogers always just like expose themselves during this step. For really wet eyelids, I feel like Alexandra French talked about this tip maybe. Wait, no, maybe it was Billie Eilish. A Q-tip wipes the eyelid dry first before going with liner. Smoke out the top lash line a little bit more, although you could keep it like this, it's totally fine. So I'm gonna take the new Mario eye paints in the black, tiny bit of this chocolate brown espresso, so it's not pure black pigment. Mix these two together. These dry down definitely faster, so I'm gonna make sure it's on a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna pull my eye taut a little bit. Wanted it to just be right here for now. Pulling it taut allowed me to not overdo it in the outer corner. I'm keeping it below kind of that crease. Brushes from Rougher. Star of the Show shade Chestnut. I'm now gonna add a little bit of that onto the back of my hand. Same brush, gradient kind of transition shades on top of what we were doing. Buff it into the crease area. A softer blend from this crazy kind of dark depth into the brow bone. This is a Katie Jane Hughes tip. I felt like there was like too much product over here, so I actually just switched eyes. I think a lot of the times you can kind of feel when you have too much blush on your cheek or too much on your eye, and you can just go back and forth between the two. Run this underneath the eye. We can clean up everything after with concealer. Be afraid if it kind of goes out of the lines, but I just want this to softly blur into everything. To get that really nice brow bone, I'm gonna take the shade Sandstone, and I'm gonna buff this into the brow bone. Reminds me of like Mona Lisa, like this just gorgeous transition up. I said it doesn't take a bunch of products. I guess it takes a lot of the Mario products, but you also could have stopped at step one, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna do a little bit of a wing, extend out this way. Take whatever shading brush on the hair you have. Okay, obviously we need a strong black lash. I actually did a nice black lash on her, but it wasn't super clumpy or grungy. Like I wanted this look to still feel classic on her because we were doing a very elegant party. So we just did a light layer of black, and then I did a light layer of brown underneath. Love that eyeshadow is coming back. I mean, it didn't leave, but grungy shadow, still with elegance. It's really cool. Right here to balance the tiniest bit of concealer, and I'm actually gonna mix it with a tiny bit of blush. I don't want this to give raccoon eyes. Mix these two. Softer transition between the cheek and the eye. And this is where you can really kind of clean up. Just make sure it looks like it's floating. Full tone lips